so we need to go and visit the library too. For if you just get a chance, visit the library. We have a good friend back there, volunteer. He's got it open tonight. So if you get a chance, sneak back there, take a look at things. Because I kid you not, it's the best library in Barnardsville. Wait a minute, it's not the library.
It's not the only library.
Not the only library. But the only one you can just walk right in off of the street.
Only public.
Thank you for being here tonight. I'm Bob Bowles, and I'm the director here at the center. And I just want to tell you a few things that's happening so you can keep up to date on this. On this coming Thursday, the 14th, we have our seniors lunch. We moved it to the second Thursday of each month from 12 o'clock until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. People bring great food. It's a potluck. We also provide some food, but the bingo is probably the best fun. And people really have a good time playing bingo. So come and join us. And when I say join us, it's open to anyone of any age. So we may call it seniors, but that's about it. Also, this Friday the 22nd, we're kicking off our annual music jam night. And this year, you enjoyed it last year. Wait till you see the music night this year. It's going to be fantastic. Because we have some great volunteers who are bringing in some good folks and making sure all the folks who want to participate are able to participate. But coming up, I believe August the 29th, we're going to have a really serious Saturday evening bluegrass and country jam session, and we've got a lot of great bands that are going to be with us. So this is all leading up to this. Remember, it's free. This is totally free, something that the community club wanted to do for a long time, and they're glad to be able to do this. And there's even some food, hot dogs, and sometimes hamburgers and pizzas and different things that you can buy. So while you're dancing those feet, you can also eat. Let me tell you, the pool is opening. I don't know exactly when, but the pool is opening. We've had a lot of repairs, and a lot of thanks to the county commissioners, and we're glad they're here tonight because they are helping us really keep this pool open. Every year, the pool costs us more in repairs than we'll ever make in user fees. Now, we do pay the lifeguards, we do pay our operating expenses, our electricity, and things like that from our operating fees, but we can never pay for the repairs that we put on that pool. Last year, it was almost $23,000. This year, I think we're already up to $8,000, $6,000 to $8,000 that we're putting on the pool because we had to replace the pump. But it's one of the best kept secrets in Barnardsville. And when I tell people it's an 85 by 35 foot pool, 10 foot deep, they can't believe it. They don't make pools like that anymore. So anyway, hopefully we're going to be open for Memorial Day. That's what we're shooting for. Also, let me mention for those of you that have helped us in the past and will help us again, on June the 6th is our river cleanup. And this time we're going to start in downtown Barnardsville and go through the new falls that they put down on River Road and clean the trash because we've had a lot of rains recently and it's really piled the trash up, which is a good thing when you get it all out of the river. But that starts about 10 o'clock in the morning, and we've got a couple of people who will lead that cleanup effort. So do come out for that because it's really important for the watershed here. And there is something fun coming up. Now, of course, you know about the 4th of July. It's going to be the best 4th of July yet. Did I hear that Weaverville's not having one? So, we still got the best. We still got the best fireworks in time of anyone. So we're really going to have a fantastic 4th of July. And I think there's going to be, there's just going to be a lot of things happening with music and food and some of the vendors that we're going to have and certainly the fireworks and everything. But leading up to this, on June the 20th, we're having Barnardsville's talent show. Oh, I can tell there's a lot of talent in this room. Yeah. So, this is going to be interesting. You'll find some more information about it. It's just going to be a fun time. It's going to happen out on the music stage. That's June the 20th. And who knows, you may be the featured act for the 4th of July Festival. We don't know. Don't let that make you bashful. Anyway, a lot of great things happening. I did mention that the library is open tonight. And also, just an event that's going to be coming here. I grew up with this group, and it's called the Chuck Wagon Gang. Many of you may have heard the Chuck Wagon Gang. Going to be here on May the 24th. There is a love offering, so it's being sponsored by someone here in the community. And so when you get a chance, come out and listen to them. What did they say? 72 years of singing gospel music. I'm not quite that old, but pretty close. At least I feel like it some days. Okay. Any questions before we start tonight's program? first of all, let me thank the county commissioners for being here tonight. I really appreciate this. And there's a lot of things happening in our community, and I know we've all got questions. We've got questions about everything that's going on, from the air that we're breathing, the water that we're drinking, the land that we're sitting on, our well water. Everything else that's happening, we've got questions because, as we know, things change. And it seems right now things are changing faster than a lot of us can keep up with it. I do, again, want to thank the commissioners for being here tonight, because it's so important that we keep in touch with them, and that this is a great forum for them letting us know what's happening and what things they're facing. I know Ray K. Belly will be joining us in just a few minutes, but I'd like to thank David Gant and Carol Peterson for being here, and we're just going to turn it over to them. David, I think you have a little presentation, some things like that. Excellent. Just come on up.
Yeah, I've heard about that high-stakes bingo. You got to watch out. People that play bingo, you learn in neighborhoods that have it, it's usually pretty cutthroat. So I'm sure it gets pretty good. It's an honor to be here. We don't get out here enough. I think Carol's the native daughter here, though she lives on the way. We had Cliff Dodson is retiring, the superintendent of Buncombe County Schools, and they represented us at the event for him, and that's why he's running a little bit late.
And I want to say, I don't usually wear an orange hat, but they gave these out at Cliff's event tonight, so here it is.
But it's really good to be here. I don't know if y'all know how much your community works together, because you probably think about times maybe you have a little spat and you have a family feud on something, but there are communities that can't get this many people together anytime, no matter what. And we know, I would say a majority of the communities out there couldn't do it. To either find out things, to learn something, or just get in the same room. So you're way ahead, way ahead. You've always been that way. You've had good leadership. You've had the Morgans, the Dillinghams. I mean, just on and on and on. You've got a community that really comes together when the time counts. And what I thought I'd do, I thought I might start off a little bit and talk about what we're doing. And it's hard to come to, I know you didn't come to hear a Carolina thing, but it's hard for a Carolina fan to not enjoy what happened a couple of months ago. So we'll go ahead. That's enough. Some of you have had too much of that already. What I thought we'd do a little bit, just in the little time I have, I'd like to tell you how we come up with our budget, because that's a big thing. I know you're struggling with your budget. I'm struggling with my budget personally. All of us are having problems. But here's how it works. Next. We basically have three parts. The first part is the property tax, and that's based on fair market value. Commissioner Peterson and Commissioner Bailey and I, we don't have a choice. We have to do fair market value by law. It's not something that we can say, well, this year we're going to do less than fair market value. We have to. Highest and best use. And the General Assembly talks about changing that, but we have to evaluate your property on the highest and best use, whether that's where it's being used or not. Next. The tax rate is currently at 52.5 cents. And so if you had a house, say it had property $250,000, that would come down to $13.12. That's what it is. We haven't voted on our budget. The budget message is going to be the 19th of May. But Carol, I think it's pretty safe to say we're not going up, and we'll look. I think we're going to stay where we are. People are hurting out there. People have lost property. Some of you may have lost some property, and we're not going to add to that. We're not going to go up. I can guarantee that. I think it will probably this, but we haven't had our public hearing and talked about it. But that's the way it would come out. It's 52 cents per 100. Next. And then the final part of it is, part of the question is, what do we need to do services we're required to do and services that we've chosen to do to make the budget work? Next. And thank you so much for being here. So you have the property value tax rate plus other revenue sources, and that's important.